Staten Island residents have been demanding that a migrant shelter that opened up just a few years ago to be shut down, concerning that the migrants came illegally. But the fact is, everyone in that shelter there legally.
Patriotic prints, chants, and signs. This is what it's been like in Staten Island in New York City. Staten Island residents have been demanding that a migrant shelter that opened up just a few years ago be shut down.
They're welcome if they come legally. They're not welcome if they're illegal. And plus, these people are not vetted. We don't know who's in there.
But everyone in this shelter is here legally. They have been processed, photographed, fingerprinted, and entered into the Immigration and Custom Enforcement's list of people requesting asylum. All over New York City, old gyms and hangars are being converted into migrant shelters as the city struggles to deal with a huge influx of migrants. In Midtown Manhattan, migrants are sleeping on the sidewalk as the Roosevelt Hotel, turned into a shelter, tries to accommodate everyone who has arrived or been sent from the Mexico border by Texas Governor Greg Abbott. One protest took place outside the home of New York City Mayor Eric Adams, who says the federal government should help handle the crisis. He is also pushing for migrants to get work permits quickly.
I have heard it directly from all the asylum seekers I've spoken with. They want to work. There's nothing more anti-American than not letting people work.
Protesters say they will continue to demand the migrants are moved out of the former school-turned-shelter. So far, no official decision has been made by city authorities, as New York continues to struggle to accommodate migrants that keep coming to the city. For Nina Vishnova in New York, Anna Rice, VOA News.
Sudan refugee number hits 1 million people accepted by Chad and South Sudan, but rejected in Egypt and Eritrea.
In recent months, South Sudan has received hundreds of thousands of the displaced, mostly returnees of South Sudanese origin, who passed through the town of Renk on the Sudan border here. One, Yana Liwa, said she fled the country with no possessions.
I just fled without anything in hand. I wasn't able to take anything from my home. We were living in a makeshift tent, so when the bombs started to fall on our compound, we fled as fast as we could.
As thousands continue to arrive in South Sudan every week, Egypt, on Sudan's northern border, has effectively stopped refugees from entering the country. Initially, it allowed around 250,000 to cross its border, but a new rule in June required Sudanese to obtain a visa to enter. Rights groups say this violates international standards, and onerous wait times for visas endanger those trying to flee. Abdullahi Halake is with Refugees International.
Egypt is also experiencing serious economic crisis, and as a result, it is very, very careful in the number of people it's allowing in. And I think this is where, countries like the United States need to lean on Egypt and UNHCR to ask the Egyptian authorities to allow the Sudanese to come in. But that is not enough.
He added that donor countries must increase humanitarian funding to Egypt if they expect the country to begin taking refugees again. Other Sudanese neighbours, including Libya and Central African Republic, have their own security problems, and few are seeking refuge in either country. Fleeing to Eritrea on Sudan's eastern border would be an even worse choice for those seeking to escape the war, according to Eritrea Focus, a UK-based human rights group. The government is known as one of the most authoritarian and isolated regimes in the world, sometimes referred to as the North Korea of Africa.
And indeed, the president has said that the Sudanese people are welcome to come to Eritrea. How many Sudanese have actually taken that offer is unknown. And why would anybody want to seek refugee in Eritrea?
As international aid groups are not active in Eritrea, it's unclear whether any Sudanese refugees have arrived in the country. But even for those who have managed to escape, like Bokra Hassan Abdallah, who recently arrived in Chad, the difficulties do not end.
We were forced to abandon our homes due to attacks by Janjaweed. As you can see, our current circumstances are a result of this displacement. Regrettably, I had to leave without my identity documents.
Lacking identity documents can make it hard for the displaced to register as refugees in Chad, in turn making it difficult to obtain support. As options for where to flee narrow, the number of internally displaced in Sudan is approaching 4 million, almost 4 times the number of refugees. Henry Wilkins for VOA News, Adre, Chad.
An adult lion escaped from a private vehicle amid heavy traffic in the southern Pakistani city of Karachi, causing panic for 2 hours before it was recaptured. The lion was being transported by its owner when it escaped on the main road of the bustling port city during the peak traffic hours, the police statement said. The escaped lion had made its way to the basement of a nearby building after roaming on the road for some time. The area saw a massive traffic jam with media vehicles arriving at the scene to cover the incident and crowd gatherings to try to catch a glimpse of the escaped lion.
The Voice of America.
Deux films, Tarzan. Il s'appelle You'll Be in My Heart.
My name is Mirzawardana. Thank you very much for being with MLINE Top 3 Updates powered by VOA, Voice of America. Go to my Instagram account at Mirza_Wardana. Click link on the profile or click link on the Insta story to shop with the best recommendation. Until then, bye-bye.
Yes, you'll be in my heart from this day on, now and forevermore. Oh, you'll be in my heart, no matter what they say.